watch me flambe some buoyant stuff. Like the buoyancy that you would get on the sea, or you would see, I think, if you were a sailor with a yellow wall. Gordon fishermen were the fish we caught. Let's get that cod and freeze it off after we ripped a couple pieces of flesh from his bones. And then we could deep fry it and have some chips on the side with some newspaper in that biscuit. The little biscuits that were brought big. Like this was Easter Day with the treats, with the eggs that were chocolate-y, with the caramel in, because the caramel wouldn't be gone out of the show like that would have been the some of the omelet that was lost, and now I could get honorary with talk. Your Honor, you've dishonored me somehow, so I got my heart like the rib cage. What? Those are the bones I got. Couple lying around in the yard, like I could have gone and Frankensteined myself and made my style different. Like the flesh could have been style bits, and now you get all unruly. College road alone, and a bunch of tomes that I place in tombs of mummies has been gone. A wall, no chiseled on the year, because there wasn't a year till we made it up. We didn't do that after the fact, and won't you take the fucking sheriff behind the bar like he was a kid and whip him to death like it's a blue whip on some cross. That's the pie, those are the slits that were cut to release steam when it comes, because we got stuff. Because we got stuff. We got stuff. We are mobster with a bunch of rocks in our truck that we could rob like they rob us for what's on bonds or what's up, dog. Cause I'm boxed with a bunch of these boss. Because if I didn't say it, just sit in the box with the packing peanuts. UPS got pissed when I spit because that's extra shit that had to deliver to residences. Why don't you be something like a dog when it said dogs would piss me off? They work a lot and they get a lot of bucks. They get shiny cars that they just brought out like Lexus. Holiday all year long. Toyota-thon, that's when the fucking go off the bra. That's what make her horny the most, when you got a bunch of spit. You could have been bit and bit, but she still put up with it if she could go spit something to have her all to load around inside of a bag, and she could be all on her lonesome type stuff, like a lonely dog that wait for the winter to come. Then it could have been the winter bird song from the Canadian broad. I can't remember another one, I just saw it on the Family Guy once. So maybe two, but I was stoned or drunk the second time. Now you knew what I got, and you knew that I had my ducks where they can flap their arms and be off from the pond if they want. I could run it. I could plan a rat, but don't go like that. You need your parachutes attached to back before you hop from jet or whatever's high in sky. Helicopters' blades go aligning in sync with my rhymes, so sink into some of these if you like. Yes, it was a distress call that I put in my memoirs, and I closed it off like turn the page type stuff. I'm a Metallica, the last cigarette of the day you smoked. The last fucking signal sent to Indians to get my shit and get it inside of a box that's small, because most of the time the best stuff comes in one of those. Custom talk designed to any way you want. Designated bitch like you hit a designatorian, cause the dignity was a full bar, the streets of race type stuff, and the tight star would have been the one that doesn't spin at all. Like a fidget spinner you got to go fidget with something else. You couldn't get the fucking gizmos and gadgets a song, and then that's something you don't want to put the water on, or else a bunch of other sentences starts flopping out. Yes. Poppy talk, something golf. Then you all just poppycock and could go fuck yourselves into oblivion and next. In the fucking next lifetime, I bet you'd be something without a dick. That would make sense. And then we could have knocked each other off of the horses with our lances. We were a bunch of Heath Ledgers. Oh. apart now. On a go, on a grow, like I'm a dog. I don't know you somehow, so I wanna eat you up. I'm in this fucking crib like I didn't have skin. I was just a skeleton that had life, like I'm possessed. And then they got this crystal ball I stole from a witch. I can't take it from this bag, otherwise I'd be cursed. So I'll let you touch it first, cause they can't go the two souls, the two spirits are in different homes. Because mine's more of a fixer-upper, while yours could have been out on the streets right now, open house. I was just a framework, bitch, because my fucking flesh and muscle tendons have ripped and they gone somewhere else. Maybe in the guts of some animals. I want something nourishment. Maybe brought to the kid. Maybe flies and maggots. Maybe mousies thought I was cheese. They want a sample, lean a taste. Would you please? Can you put on the gloves like you in the deli? That would be sweet. Put me on a baguette, then I fucking down that shit. I guess the best lunch I ever had. Man, I can't get this grin off. Not grinning at all. It's more of a fucking what the Grinch saw when the fucking Christmas was stalled and the bags were all ripped off because they got this audio vault that can play one of my songs, and that's the awesome stuff. That's what you've been waiting for. That's the holidays when they come. That's just a couple days off. That's when the weekend starts. That's when the weakness starts in your soul, because you can feel it collapse like an origami, something you just fold. Something with the big ego. There's something with the halo. There's something with the painting involved. It pains me so when these leaves will be gone, because the tree has to go in the course with the seasons, bro. It was a disease I tried to send. I'm patient zero, bitch, and I got the patience like I'm wearing thin at this part of the shirt I have, and then the particle would rip, and then I'm just trying to split a couple of fucking particles with rap. It's something they're trying to do with a combust, a bunch of these little, what are they called? Atoms, dog. I should have known that, because that's what first started in the Garden of Eden, dog. And they fucking eat it all because it was something I slog. Like these noodles, like they need to make love. Why don't you just make a big Manchester gun and shoot yourself with, like your Kurt Cobain, bitch, and then it would hurt me so when I burned myself on the stove that was lit. It was that Auburn callus, so I should have known. That's when Auburn lost to Georgia type stuff in the fucking crowdy Roscoe's guest place where they're playing it with the lights lit. Lights were off, so you can have one in your house, but probably broke, and you sit in the dark all night long, and you would cry and sob, and I would fucking take the spot where your oxygen comes and cut it off, because I got the scissors for this, and then I couldn't put a fucking little cutlass on the big, and then the cutlass was something that where the cut wasn't at all, dog. The flesh was still gone. That was my measles and mumps now. Doctrine is what I did, and then I get you in all indoctrined in it, like I was just the guy to get the procedure done. PhD on my wall. I don't know what each letter stood for, but they sure applaud when I got like valedictorian. I didn't have to say anything at all. My speech was a nod and a fucking facial expression you never forgot, and then I fucking forgo the rest of these for the fucking gold that I go right now, this nugget to hold, because he wanted to fucking take the nugget home. Put on the neck this bitch, it could have been a fucking waka flocka shit. I don't need 2 chains to know that I rock this best. I rock the boat that you own. On the sides I hit the rock, on the suds I want to decide whether you live or not. Then you would sink to the bottom. Sink where the submarines would be, that would be sweet. In an aquarium with an octopus I keep for a pet. And then you could have got a chia pet, but you never dissolved out of the soul, right? So didn't grow at all. You wanted to take it big, but they ain't taking that shit. Now watch you take your Parker off, cause you're already wet. You're already gonna get sliced up like a pie that just come from what's hot. And then you could just wait and come from my song, because the fucking cure-all is what I got when I started to say some volume. The cure-all I got is when I start to say some volume. Say some volume, save the children, dog. I wanna be a charity that feeds them all. A bunch of poison that's meant for the rats that live in the wall. Boom. Put you in a fucking cliff and fucking feel that shit like it's a pit. And you can feel like you had a pit on the hit. Now I wanna get your soul inside this jar. Won't you get your soul inside this jar? Something for fun, the funsies, onesies on. And won't you watch as I win some more? Winning and stuff without the bucks is something to spend on limousines that stretch and never stop. Then I could have checked my stopwatch I got. Oh shit, I never started it up like it's the fucking engine that runs. Something to cut all the lungs with. Something to cut your lungs with. You don't need them bigs. It's not like a 10 that you bought. Damn, that's a dime on the streets, bitch. That's a fucking awesome, dog. An Oculus was something you need to be knocking, dog, because the nocturnal will live. Whether you slipped or not with disease, whether your eyelids would ever not wake up. I mean, when the morning comes, dog, don't be so dark. Don't have your head in the gutter so much. You're gonna catch a shark that's gonna bite it off at the necktie part, because that's where it's most soft. Don't you think Dracula knows some? Spin around long enough, and I fucking spin around long enough till I'm dizzy and fall, and I still spit in my song. And then that could have been the fidget spinner you're fidgeting with, and then the fucking kid is gonna get the shit that's posted on Fridge. When the last was dark, the rest was lit like it's a lamp with the right fuel in it. And the fuselage was gonna get blown like a bomb was attached with some duct tape that I bought. Boom, at the hardware store with Rob, no. The hardware store with Rob, no. Something to get a fucking plumber involved. Something to get this so Drano when I go, cause yo soul is so strainful. Some of my sweet stuff that could get it at ease, mo. Like it's a Pepto-Bismol to help the fucking energy stay down. This was some medicine, bitch. I add the sweet to it, so you would've thought it was a treat. I guess it was a trick-or-treating hit. And then you could retreat to the recesses that were dark. I was a lamp and you're scared of it. You were scared of this one. Scared of this one. I get my flow scalloped, bro. I like a chef to yell at me a lot, cause then I do a better job. You can't take negative criticism at all. Damn, finally found that word. Thought I'd have to fucking scissor it out of construction paper I got. Then pin it up like South Park, then do a good job and get bent like bento soup, like you got a whole bowl full. That there's gonna be some sweet autumn. That was gonna be some sweet autumn. Autumn, and I ought to tell them all because you wanted me. And then I got this fucking hot lava running like it was water out of the faucet that I just put in. Like it's some shit you really need to see it to fucking get it. Yeah. You would see